Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build my family. Also, you can hit me up at ravenover@yahoo.com if you want to send me email. And I want you to go on Instagram because if you follow me, I'll follow you back. If you go to the top, there's an Instagram button. You go straight in. Okay, let's go to the video.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people?
What's up, people? It is a day of another day that we call Tuesday. And with it being said, what's going to people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this day and knocking down doors and making all of your dreams come true. You know, this is the thing. You know, I talk to a lot of people and stuff, and the one thing that I realized through a lot of us, we're all going through a lot of changes and stuff, and unfortunately everyone contacts me about bad things. It's not funny, but I guess I'm like the bad news bear. I don't know what it is, but it's like, oh. And sometimes I can be very helpful, and sometimes I'm like, I can't tell you the truth because I don't want to ruin you, so I have to just listen and say, well, you know what, it's going to work out. Now, I know you ain't about to sneeze. Girls are toxic, me in reference to guys that's played them and stuff, and basically, girls like myself. Don't sneeze, Raven. Oh, excuse me. Bless you. Guys have played them and everything, and don't blow your nose in front of anybody, please. Excuse me, guys have played them and everything, but don't do. Oh, look at this mess. Oh, excuse me. Really? I know you like this. Why don't you just hit the camera off? Fix that parrot ass here. Fix that parrot here. Snot on my nose. Anyway, so the thing is that a lot of them, you know, hit me up everything, and they're like going to situations. Okay, that's enough. Behind a man, you know, because they're like, that bitch ain't got a man, so let me talk to Raven. Now this is the thing. They hit me up and they're telling me reference to how guys mistreat them and play them as a joke. So I'm going to talk about different things in case it relates to you. Now this is the thing. There are guys out here that look for the girls stuff like that because they already heard the dictionary, basically the meaning of a lot of you girls want to have a man. So a lot of times you have to be careful of those type of men because basically they're going to be playing on you and see how far they get to you as far as being mentally everything you want but not giving you everything you want. They want you to believe that there is something there, reality is not there. It's just they're very entertained that they got somebody like you that's into them. Now in case you're like, well, I'm a woman, no, the thing about it is we understand that you're a woman, but you're too spirit with him. And he's very fascinated with the fact that he got one of you going crazy over him and stuff like that. My suggestion to you, and listen, you can take it if you want to, leave him alone. Because the one thing you don't want to do is mess with a person who's all about games. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to win. Especially if your heart is involved into it. You're going to be hurt. So it's much more better to you to leave and then start healing than to stay there and longer the abuse. Because abuser can be abused if they're not there. And that's going to reference to a man or woman. And whatever way you want to apply the situation, that's what I'm talking about. Also, people who have been set up and just used for money and sex. Now there are certain people that has been used just for sex, and you know they're having sex with you, and not only having sex with you, they're also borrowing money from you as well. So basically they're fucking you and you're being charged. It's not funny, but they're fucking you and you're being charged on the low. And you're so caught up in the love that you didn't even understand you're being taken advantage of. Once again, my same answer is evacuate, act like it's an earthquake, haul ass, get your shit, stop calling them, stop trying to understand where they're coming from, because at the end of the day, they already showed you who they are. It is up to you to receive it. Mental abuse is real. Sure, you may say you could deal with it, oh, it's no big deal, but at the end of the day, when the next person comes along, you bring that negative shit from them to the new person who has no idea what the fuck is wrong with you. And sometimes you are all serial daters. Serial daters mean that you break up with somebody, and before you, especially like, you break up with somebody like Friday, but Thursday you already had a man, but by Friday you're breaking up with that person because you already got the person that's going to replace them. So my whole thing is for you serial daters who break up with somebody who just played you out and you go get somebody else, just give yourself time to heal. The only way you can move forward in life as far as standing your truth, you got to give yourself time to heal mentally. You got to give yourself like, I would say a month if the most. To me, I'd be like a year, 3 years, but this is me. If you give yourself a month, just date yourself and get to know yourself and fix it, or longer, it's up to you. But the thing about it is, mental abuse is real. And a lot of times you think you could just walk away, and a lot of times what they said to you is now playing in your mind and it's fucking you up. And next you know, you meet another guy, you all ready for him, he has no, or her, she has no idea where you're coming from at, and she don't understand what, you know, you're saying these things about them being negative, and it has nothing to do with them. A lot of people are tired of being your therapist. They're tired of being your therapist because you've been hurt. Most people want to move forward and hit you up because they want to try to find someone else new. And because maybe they've been hurt too. Now they've been hurt, you've been hurt, they're on guard, you're on guard, and it's a conflict. What could have happened has already been poisoned because of your past experiences. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you're still in a situation where, you know, the person said, well, you know, I don't understand where all this shit is coming from, because basically you're making them pay for something someone else did. And you actually move forward faster than you healed. Also, the person who tells you they love you and they're there for you to mentally break you down. Now, we know as two spirits women, it's very hard to stand in your truth. So be careful who you pull close to you. Because sometimes their whole mission is to destroy you. And that's real. Whether you want to deal with it or not, they want to see if they can break you down. They want to make you feel as though everything you did was a big fucking mistake. They're going to dog you. They're going to do all kinds of mean shit. But this only takes place when they know that you have finally fallen in love with them. And then they finally can flick and to be who they really wanted to be all the time. So you have to keep your heart aware of that. And I want you to be happy and stuff, but I don't want you to go through life and basically being somebody else's fool, because at the end of the day, you're looking for someone to care and they don't. You have to find someone that's looking for what you want, and you have to interview people. Don't just go jump in the basement, and don't fall in love with somebody within 2 or 3 days. Hold that. Learn how to work on falling in love. And I had that problem too. I don't do it anymore, but I used to fall in love with guys. Like I was, oh my God, after 3 days I was in love, honey. Now you can't get to the door to get to even light. You know, but, you know, and the thing about it is that a lot of times we want love so bad that we're in love with the ideal of being in love, that someone is giving us an opportunity, and we're so happy that they're standing in front of us. We're like, oh, I love you, I love you. And you don't understand that maybe they killed somebody, maybe they're the ex-victim, you may be the one that's just going to beat the shit out of you, don't know. But you're in love with the ideal of being in love. So take your time with people, because people will come up with you in the history. And a lot of times, you even ask the question, like I always, I get guys mad all the time. My question always been to them, and I'm going to tell you, have you ever killed somebody? And sometimes when you ask that question, you may be surprised that your answer is not funny. When I've asked that question, there's been very few who said they didn't, but there's been a lot who said they did. Or I asked them, are you a cop or a felon? A lot of them came in and said, yeah, I'm a cop, I'm a law enforcement, I'm a lieutenant, I'm a sergeant, bounty hunter, narcotics division. What's the people called? The guy told me he works at the warden in the prison. So the thing about it is, you got to really get into the person that you're dealing with and stuff that's going to share the truth, because a lot of times men don't tell the truth. They lie and stuff. They want us to be truthful, but they're not telling the truth. And if you're a person that really wants love and stuff, you have to be truthful with who you are before you allow them in your heart. Don't keep going this thing about, I'm a woman, don't you see him as a woman, I'm a woman, and then you pull down your pants, you see the same thing as him. He's not stupid. And at that point, you're lying to him. He's like, well, bitch, you're lying to me about you, so why should I tell you the truth about me? So since it's saying you saying fuck me, then I'll say fuck you too. And a lot of girls are not ready to see that as well. Look, I'm a woman, baby. I don't care what you that way you see yourself. But at the end of the day, if you're not ready to receive it, and you trying to move on with a man, honey, you're going to gag. Because he's not going to take you serious. Because you're looking him straight in his fucking eyes and you're lying to him. And you want to live this fantasy life of being accepted. And you showing to him you're not even accepting all of you yourself. Who's going to take pride into being with you? You can't accept all of you. And it is what it is. I'm not saying all the girls that, I'm not saying all the guys. But I'm just saying, you have to really go into yourself and realize when you're being taken advantage of and when you want to move forward, you know, with your life and stuff. Anyway, I just want to share this with you at school on this day. And see myself. See, Raven has enough sense not to date only because I'm not there yet. I need to be to the point where a man hurts me and I cry. I'm just scared I'm going to start swinging. I just have this thing. I'm going through this stage right about now that I cannot believe you set me up. You know, my whole thing is you set me up just to fuck me and just walk away from me and leave me. And I know that's a lot of times guys play that game because they want to get their numbers up or how many people get in the fucking, I get it. But at the end of the day, it also makes me have to ask myself, is this guy worth me going to prison for? Because at the end of the day, we're going to be some cracker like a motherfucker up inside of there. And I don't know if I could be able to just walk away like I'm supposed to. That's the only reason why I've been dating. But once I get past that point, trust me, you'll know. I tried many times. I failed many times more. Anyway, I love your feedback on this, and please subscribe to my channel. And also, follow me on Instagram. Hit that Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow back. And I love your feedback on this. Do you think people fall in love too soon? Anyway, I love saying I love you. And thank you for watching Kiss the Rain.
Alright, now did you hit the subscribe button? Yeah, come on, man, let's go on Instagram. Like I said before, there's an Instagram button in the top. Just hit it and follow me. I'll follow back. Or you want to email me at ravenover@yahoo.com if you want to send me a personal message and talk to me. And also subscribe to my channel. Oh, come on, man. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, come on. You don't want to do it, do you? Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, man. I'm trying to grow a family. Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. Come on now. What are you doing? Love you. Love you.